Today on DNVR Buffs Live, we make our predictions for Shedeur Sanders' preseason start. And we have our very first preseason all Buffs fantasy draft. Let's do it.
Buff Nation!
Let's go!
Squad!
Live in the Toyota Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores, is DNVR Buffs Live. We've got Shedeur Sanders playing in a football game tomorrow. It's the 7th time, but football season is here.
It is. I have a question, and I need y'all to be real with me.
Always.
Does it make me a bad Broncos fan that I'm more excited for the Browns preseason game?
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, I'm glad that it was. If you guys were going to be split, I'm glad that it was the way that it was. 'Cause if Jake said yes, it would have hurt more.
No, I'm only kidding. I mean, it makes sense, bro. You got a Shedeur Sanders jersey, bro. You're locked in. You feel me? So it's not bad at all.
I guess it's because, like, if it was Bo Nix's first start, it would be different.
Of course.
Like, I'm confident in Bo. I'm confident in the defense. Yeah. I know they're going to take it easy. Like, and I have to work.
And honestly, too, like, Broncos preseason games, like, yeah, they're cool, but like at the end of the day, they don't really mean much.
That's what I mean.
We know this means
the
a
stakes.
lot.
Yeah, I guess there's like there's no stakes on the Broncos.
Exactly.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
some
a regular
end of the
game.
roster
For sure.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The stakes are much higher.
The stakes are really high for Shedeur.
This means something.
Yep.
And I don't like that. Like, there should never be high stakes on a preseason game. But the stakes are really high here, I fear, because he just has everything to prove.
For real.
And not to you or us, but to the NFL world, and most importantly, to the Browns front office.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Coaches, the players in that locker room as well. I mean, I feel like he's already kind of ingratiated himself quite nicely with the locker room and his teammates and whatnot. But yeah, it's a big opportunity for Shedeur tomorrow, and I'm super confident that he's going to be ready to meet the moment because that's what he always does.
Yep. I agree. So, yeah, the Browns and the Panthers, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I believe this is on NFL Network as well, correct?
I think so.
Or you can come down to DNVR Bar, watch it with us if you're here. But,
yeah. That'll be fun.
Totally, yeah. Buffs fans, come show out.
And I was going to say, but I think Cam just mentioned as well, LeJontay Wester making his NFL preseason debut tonight against the Indianapolis Colts. I'm expecting LeJontay to get quite a bit of run, and that's going to be fun. Whether that be in a return game, catching passes, routing folks up like he always does. I'm excited to see him as well. He's going to ball.
Dang, perfect. Did I tell you guys I'm getting an outdoor TV?
Oh, dude, you're living the life.
So I think it's getting installed today. And
I'm gonna have to
I think
set up.
That's going to be the move tonight.
For
Hopefully, what time is the game?
I think
not
they're
know.
at 5 as well tonight.
Okay, never mind.
The
It's
Ravens.
way too hot to be
Yeah.
sitting
I always see
outside
that sun go down.
today. I was going to say, if it's like 8, that would be perfect.
LeJontay should get a lot of playing time. On the first Baltimore Ravens depth chart, he is on the 4th team. They have some guys, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think
those 3 guys will play.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, there's some vets on this team too, like Anthony Miller, Tylan Wallace. We'll see how much burn those guys get. LeJontay should get a good amount of playing time tonight, though. So tune in for sure.
And he's been balling in camp. He has earned that playing time as well in this preseason to make sure to see what they really got in him in the NFL live setting. And he's built for this, man. And That is 5 o'clock Mountain Time tonight on NFL Network. So y'all tune into that.
Let's go.
We will be.
All right, Shedeur Sanders. What does he need to do to prove that he can move up the depth chart to, I guess, prove himself more to the coaches who have him in the building, in the facility already? But it's clear that this game means a lot. What does he have to do for it to reflect in the practice reps next week?
I think for me, the biggest thing that Shedeur has to do / prove tonight is just tomorrow night. Sorry, thank you. Is just be in complete and total control of the operation of the offense, right? Getting in and out of the huddle sharply, getting his guys lined up, when the opportunity presents itself, check out of a play here and there to get your offense in a better look. Because the physical stuff, him throwing the football is just not an issue. But I feel like him showing his coaches that he can handle, like, again, the pre-snap operation, getting guys lined up and whatnot. The rest of the stuff is going to take care of itself. But I think that's the biggest thing that Kevin Stefanski, his quarterback coach, they're going to be looking for.
I wish I could answer this confidently. I really don't know.
Same.
Because I want to just say, like, Shedeur just has to go be Shedeur. And we know what that means. That means making plays within the pocket. That means pushing the ball down the field. That means flashing elite ball placement and
sacks.
Accuracy. Yeah, avoiding sacks. Any normal team, front office, coaching staff would see Shedeur being Shedeur and be like, he has it. That's our guy. Maybe it doesn't have to be for week 1, but like it's time to start preparing him to be our guy. But I can't confidently say that's the answer. And that's what kind of worries me about all this. I think Scott's onto something there with like the ins and outs of being an NFL quarterback. It's obviously a little different in the NFL than it is in college, even though Coach Prime went out of his way to make Colorado's approach more NFL-like.
Right.
But yeah, I think, getting under center, something that's a little bit foreign to him.
Yeah. Right.
Can he do that consistently? It's a big part of Kevin Stefanski's offense. And then I think, a little bit of that game day swagger that he has so much of will exude confidence out of anyone. And so that coaching staff sees just when Shedeur clicks into that mode, I think it's gonna have an effect on them.
I'm about the same. I don't really know what he has to do, but in terms of, I think just score points. I think if you have 2+ touchdown drives, if you have 3, I think that you do quite a lot there.
Thank you.
Because it's clear that, this offense, they had to draft a lot. They don't really have many weapons outside of Judy and Njoku, right?
Yeah.
They drafted those 2 running backs. Dylan Sampson's going to have a big opportunity as well.
He is.
Tomorrow with the whole Judkins thing going on.
I'm kind of excited to see him too.
Sure. So, yeah, it's got to look like a functioning offense first and foremost. But if Shedeur and whatever group of players he's with put up 21 points, I mean, I don't really care if it's 21-21, honestly. I think you've showed me quite a bit right there, and that's what the Browns need. They need points. They've really struggled to score points the last couple of years.
Yes.
And if Shedeur can show up and do that for them right away, I know it's going to be against probably a lot of the Panthers' backups, but I don't know how he doesn't get first-team reps if that's what happens on the field tomorrow night.
Move the football and score points. And you said it perfectly, touchdown drives. It doesn't have to be him throwing a touchdown or running a touchdown, although that would obviously be nice.
Yeah.
Just lead touchdown drives and put points on the board when you're out there. And at least for, with Shedeur starting and at least for a drive or two, he's going to be going against the Panthers starters.
Yeah.
Dave Canales has said that the Panthers starters are going to play with Cleveland's probably second team,
that's what
at least to start the game. And again, if you put up points with the second team offense against Carolina's first team defense, that's going to hold a little bit of extra weight. And the only other thing I would add to about what I want to see Shedeur do, and something he's obviously capable of, is just taking care of the football. No turnovers. Throw the ball away if you need to, but don't give the opponents extra turnovers, because that's, kind of the worst thing you can do as a quarterback is just give the ball away. But I don't envision that being a problem. And like you said, man, just go out there and be himself, man. He's been playing football since he was a jit. He knows what to do. I'm excited to see it.
How much do we think he plays?
I think at least a half.
I think 3/4.
At
Really?
least a half.
Yeah. Unless they, pull a switcheroo on us and tell us that other quarterbacks are going to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Flacco's not playing, right?
don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think that's been like said by Stefanski, but
It just wouldn't make
It
sense.
wouldn't make sense for him to not
Exactly,
start.
yeah.
So it's between Shedeur and Tyler Huntley.
Snoop.
Tyler Huntley also doesn't need a whole bunch of reps in the preseason. Like
No.
he's been doing this thing for a minute.
Yeah.
So I think it's 3 to potentially 4 quarters. Like it might just be Shedeur, your all-time quarterback, and he's going to get to work with everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's going to go light up some 3s and 4s.
Yeah. I mean, that would be ideal. I expect at least a half, though.
Same. One of the reporters out there said that he messed around, played a whole game. I mean, again, Huntley did just get there a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the Browns system in the past, but he was with the Ravens and I think the Dolphins since the last time he was with Stefanski in Cleveland. So this is not like you're going to be able to just throw Huntley in there and he's going to be, ready to go.
Also,
so it'll be a lot of Shedeur.
This doesn't. Nothing ever makes sense when the Browns are doing it. But like, what in the world would you be accomplishing by playing Tyler Huntley 5 days after you acquire him?
Why is he even in the
I
building?
think it's just because those are the only two guys you have. And, God forbid.
Yes.
But
But like, if you were to split it half and half, it would be really silly.
I agree.
Typical Browns, though.
I know. Look, I'm not expecting them to do things.
That's why I said
logically.
at least a half. I'm going to say at least a half.
Okay.
Do you think he'll do enough to actually change the Browns' approach to this quarterback situation?
I think so, and that's because my optimistic take is that they're like trying to let Shedeur level up one step at a time.
Yeah.
And all of us are confident that he's going to do that tomorrow. And so, yeah, I mean, look, he also gets to be the leader of the football team tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, from the second that everyone arrives at the game, that's the quarterback.
Yep.
And I think he's going to be able to put some things on display that maybe the Browns haven't been able to see so far because he's also smart and comes in. He's come in and trying to ingratiate himself with the locker room, not walking in and saying like, "This is my team."
Right.
But tomorrow it is his team,
Mm-hmm.
and so he gets to act that way. And I think they'll see another extra piece of what makes Shedeur great. So yeah, I think that come Monday morning, we're seeing Shedeur getting more reps.
We can only hope. I think if anything's going to change their mind, it is this game, though. I mean, there'd be no argument otherwise. And if it is still weird and sketchy and just no one knows what's going on, even the people who are at Browns practice after this game, if that's still the case, then we'll have a very, very entertaining conversation on Monday.
You know what I just thought about, though? I think one of the best things that could happen to Shedeur in relation to this Browns quarterback competition, whatever you want to call it, is getting Dylan Gabriel out there on the field in a live preseason game. Because once that happens and people see him, it's going to do well for Shedeur in terms of this quarterback competition. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I want to see Dylan Gabriel healthy and out there.
Yeah.
In this preseason specifically.
They're already not fooling anyone with that bullshit.
If anyone who watched college
except for
football
Albert
last
Breer.
year, well, yeah, he's a clown.
But like, you can feed out all the stories you want. People can see.
Yes,
Right.
We have eyes.
Exactly.
We have memories. Yeah.
You're not going to be able to convince us that Dylan Gabriel is strides ahead of Shedeur or whatever the hell they said.
Yeah. All right, we'll draft the Buffs rookies playing in this weekend's games at the end of this show. But let's take our first break and we'll get to recruiting. Shout out to our friends over at Empire today, the best in the business when it comes to getting a new floor for your home or business. They're not going to try and upsell you on anything else. Your doors, windows, all that stuff. All they know is flooring, and they're the best in the business at it. Use the virtual floor designer. You can see their wide range of options. Whether you're switching from tile to carpet or hardwood or any other way around there, they've got you covered. You can also schedule a free in-home estimate today because some things are just better at home. Take care of that home field advantage, and DNVR listeners can receive a $350 discount when you use promo code DNVR. You heard that right. That's a $350 discount with code DNVR. Some restrictions apply. Visit EmpireToday/DNVR for full details.
Also, shout out to our friends over at Monarch Money. Best in the business when it comes to managing your finances. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. It's one of those services that once you have it, you'll be asking yourself, how did I wait this long to have this? There's just a lot of, you just go through your day-to-day life and sometimes you lose track of what you're actually spending your money on. And a lot of times you're spending your money on things that you don't need to be spending that much or any of your money on. And you can start to realize where you're kind of leaking in your budget and start to plug up those holes. It's just such a great service to have. Someone earlier said, damn, RK got a Black Sun and an outdoor TV. He's balling. It's because I have Monarch Money.
There you go.
I know. I cut some other stuff out so I could bring the real stuff that matters in. Shout out to our friends over at Monarch Money. Get control of your overall finances with Monarch Money. Use code DNVR at monarchmoney.com to get 50% off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code DNVR.
All right, let's talk recruiting. Steve Wiltfong and Sam Spiegelman at On3 Rivals both had some pretty big articles over the last couple of days. And we'll start with the man, Steve Wiltfong, titled Colorado and Deion Sanders looking to close a couple top 2026 targets, eyeing flips as well. First name mentioned is CJ Sadler. He's committing in about a week. It's Colorado, Maryland, Michigan, and UNC. UNC seems to be trending, but don't count out Colorado, and that's exactly what Steve Wiltfong wrote. He spoke to CJ. He said, Coach Prime, the way he's running the university, the coaching staff is building a standard there. He obviously plays both ways, does everything for his football team right now, and he's kind of enamored with the Travis Hunter situation over the last 2 years that unfolded.
Yeah, man.
And he wants to, get in on that, have a chance to play both ways, it seems. He said, obviously playing both sides of the ball and being myself. The people make it really special, the head coach and things like that. I feel like the coaches build relationships with their players. They have a strong bond with their players, and that's what you need to look into when you're finding a college. Again, they have a great staff. Coach Prime, he just loves the kids, loves the players. He's all about them. That's very exciting and one thing to look at.
Just to add on to that, I don't think there's a better school in the country when it comes to showcasing your talent. And that's tenfold, really, because we've talked about all the national TV games. We've talked about all the attention. We've talked about the talk shows. But how about the way that Coach Prime specifically went out of his way to make sure that Travis Hunter really shined? There are some people, calling stat padding and this, that, or the other when they're throwing it up to Travis in the end zone, up 30, 40 points against Oklahoma State. But that's showcasing talent. That's making sure that, hey, I'm going to give you your opportunities to go do your thing. You just got to make the most of them. And that was recruiting. Like, people don't realize that.
Yes.
Coach Prime now gets to go and talk to these other guys. CJ Sadler's a little bit of a different situation.
Of course.
Unless he wants to play both ways. But you get to go to these guys and say, like, I am going to put you in positions to ball. And if you do so, I will keep giving you more and more and more opportunities to showcase that talent. And I think what you'll see is these quarterbacks this year. This is where it's really going to shine.
Yeah.
Because when Travis and Shedeur got to Colorado, like, they already had a big brand. Juju certainly has a large brand, but nowhere near Shedeur. And Caden, on that scale, has a much smaller brand. Watch the way that these guys' star grows over the course of the next 6 to 8 months. Those will be household names by the end of this season. And that's going to be a real flex for Coach Prime to all the 5-stars around there. To say, like, look, it's not just Travis and, being a unicorn and Shedeur being my son that gets the glow, and, even Shiloh, and you can go down the list. But, like, now we're in a new era. And if you come here and you ball out, you get that same effect. You get 1 million Instagram followers. Yeah. You get these big brand deals. Nowhere else can promise you that at the level that Coach Prime can.
No, I mean, it's a one of one spot when it relates to that, the media exposure and everything. Like, I think back to like Charlie Offerdahl and Jeremiah Brown.
That's exactly where I was going to go.
And an Almonds commercial, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. I think of Caden Salter this offseason, soon after transferring to Colorado, taking the first free throw at a Nuggets game. Cash Cleveland making the free throw at a Nuggets game. Like, it's different right here. And for the caliber of player that is CJ Sadler is, for example, that has to factor into the equation because he has NFL dreams and aspirations. And again, I like where Colorado is at when it comes to CJ Sadler when you look at the teams that they're battling him for. North Carolina, I said it yesterday, if I was to recruit, I would just have to see how that works out for at least a year with Bill Belichick in North Carolina before I really felt trust enough to, have that be my future spot. So, Sadler commits, I believe, right? Next Friday still, August
The 15th.
Yeah, next Friday. So I really like where Colorado stands in that they've obviously been on him for a while now. We've been talking about CJ Sadler for a while.
Yep.
And we've also been talking about who that next Travis Hunter two-way player type could be. And we could find out next week.
Yeah, Omari Miller is a good example too. I mean, he blew up those 2 games, right? K-State and USC, and if
Snoop
that
Dogg's calling him.
exactly, and like if that happens, state even at USC, like
Yeah.
no one's talking about Omari Miller at all, except for like the diehards of that fan base
Yeah.
going, "Watch out for this kid," right? I mean, obviously he's blowing up in camp and all, but like
Yeah.
he grew a brand from 2 games basically, and hasn't even really fully showcased what he's capable of. Like, how is that not attractive to all these recruits? Like, if you are just a fringe breakout player, and fringe is maybe not the best word, but like if you have a small breakout at Colorado, you become like a national like headline type of player.
Yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
it happened to Dylan Edwards,
Of
too.
course, totally.
TCU game.
Yep.
Made him a couple extra zeros in his bank account, too. I have one more Shedeur thing. Let me know when there's a good time for it.
Okay. Real quick with recruiting, we'll wrap this up. They mentioned Joseph Pecco, of course. He's between UNC and Colorado as well. I mean, come on. They also mentioned our guy Jijo Ba, the Wisconsin commit.
Yeah. Defensive lineman.
Steve Wiltfong writes, Warren Sapp is one of the big draws to potentially playing for Colorado. Ba with a quote, "I like what they're building down there, but what excites me the most is how they have an experienced coaching staff, a Hall of Famer and Coach Sapp coaching up their D-line, along with a 15-year NFL vet and Coach Pecco." He is committed to Wisconsin right now. 2 more D-line targets for the Buffs. Caleb Morris, who is a verbal commit to Mississippi State, is someone that they are targeting. He is a 3-star defensive lineman from Alabama. Coaching staff catches his eye as well. Kentucky commit Ben Duncombe is also on the list. We talked about him a while back. He is a defensive lineman from Austin, Texas, that has been committed to Kentucky since June. He mentions Coach Box, Coach Sapp, as his connections to the program. A new running back has entered the chat. Memphis Whitehaven High School running back Christopher Talley.
Damn, I thought his name was Memphis White.
No.
I was about to be so fired up.
He's committed to West Virginia. He's also a 3-star recruit. He committed to them on the 4th of July. So he's a recent commit as well. Watch out for that name. A couple more also. Braden Allen is a receiver from Christian Academy in Lafayette, Louisiana. He's committed to Tulane right now. But Colorado is someone to watch out for there, as well as Pittsburgh wide receiver commit Brian Hamilton. He's from Tampa, Florida, Gaither High School. He's another speedster, dynamic returner type. So there's some flip targets. And then Sam Spiegelman wrote this article, biggest recruiting questions in the Big 12 entering the fall. The Colorado one we'll get to, but the Arizona one here says, can Arizona hold on to D-line commits Prince Williams and Manoa Falpusa, who obviously Colorado was in on, and they mentioned Colorado in this blurb as someone for him. North Carolina as well, though. The Colorado question, though, is which defensive line recruits will Deion Sanders and Colorado flip this season? Making it sound inevitable.
Yeah,
They're not saying will they. They say which one.
And they mentioned
how many.
they mentioned Ben Duncombe, Jijo Ba, and Caleb Morris, the guys we just talked about as well. So that's where we stand when it comes to flip targets and recruiting. Shout out on 3.
Flip season. Flip season coming earlier this year.
I might have to get a CFB 26 just so I can have a player named Memphis Whitehaven.
That's recruiting for right now.
The Pitt wide receiver commit that you mentioned from down there in Tampa, Florida, is good friends with DeMonte Timms, the recent Colorado defensive back commit. I know Timms last week, I think, was telling Buff Nation to help him out with this one. They're trying to get him flipped. So that's definitely an interesting name to keep an eye on.
Also, one more thing on this. If we go to, the Arizona State question, they've got 8 Texas commits right now. they've gone into Texas strong.
Yeah, that's why they scheduled that home and home with Texas State.
Yep. So just something to look out for. Colorado's obviously taking a look into Texas a lot more
Definitely.
as well. But it's just the Colorado question in this article is a lot different than a lot of these. Like a lot of these are like, can Iowa State find a quarterback? Like Colorado is, which ones are they flipping?
Yeah.
Also, it's worth mentioning in this Colorado blurb from Sam Spiegelman, he just throws this in there in the middle too. And we've talked about this, but Colorado is in the hunt for a 2026 quarterback to bolster their class as well.
Interesting.
So
Always got to add quarterback. Sometimes some schools skip it. You go every other year, but you can always add more.
I mean, Staub's a senior next year.
Yep.
You know, like Caden's gone. You do need another quarterback.
Yep, for sure. But what's funny is the better your quarterback situation is, the harder it is to recruit,
Sure.
which makes them getting Caden that much
Massive.
more impressive.
Totally. But that's it on recruiting right now. Colorado's in a great place, especially compared to these other schools in their conference. With their 10 commits right now, I mean, I think this class has potential to double. We'll see exactly how big it gets, but it's clear that they've shifted. This has been the class that they're shifting more
Right.
to high school recruiting.
Yeah.
And it's showing so far. All right, let's take our next break, and then we will talk more NFL buffs. Shout out to our friends
You got it.
over at Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR and a proud partner of CU Athletics. Just the ultimate Colorado vehicle. Wherever you're going out here, into the mountains, maybe on a road trip, to the lake for the weekend, you know, you're pulling a boat, whatever. I mean, trucks are in their DNA, right? That's what they say. And they're just all over the road. It really is crazy out here in Colorado, just how many Toyotas are on the road. And it makes sense. They're reliable. Toyota, they take care of you if potentially you get stranded on the road as well, speaking from experience. Visit your Front Range Toyota stores at a location near you. AutoNation Toyota, Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota is a proud partner of CU Athletics and the official vehicle of DNVR. Let's go places.
And shout out to the squad over at Game Time, man, who have really become really super clutch for me as I continue going to Colorado Rockies games, which has really just become one of my favorite pastimes to do since I moved out here to Colorado. It's the summer. It's the perfect time for it. It's also concert season.
It is.
It really is concert season. And Game Time can help you with that as well. Whether you're looking for a sporting event or maybe a musical venue or maybe even a comedy show or something like that, Game Time is the go-to place. Why? The biggest reason why is because of its last-minute deals. You can save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, for concerts, for comedy, even theater, and many other events. You can even save even more when you choose a section and let Game Time choose the seats. All your fees are included up front, so there are no surprise fees at the checkout. And you can even get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy your ticket. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BUFFS, BUFFS, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BUFFS, BUFFS, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Shout out to Game Time.
All right.
You guys see Jimmy started a little scuffle yesterday?
No, but I did see CU
Yeah.
football just tweeted like all of his mic'd up, so I'm excited to see it.
The QB threw a very bad pass that missed him and was intercepted. And then he tried to like tackle the guy and rip the ball out. Like, and even when he was on the ground, he's still trying to rip the ball back and then just cause a dust up. Wait, really quick on Shedeur.
Yeah, go for it.
Predict the stat line. I wanted to get that in today.
I'm gonna say 12 of 16.
I was gonna be pissed if you said exactly what I was gonna say.
I'm gonna say 12 for 16 for 157 yards and a touchdown.
I'm going to go 15 of 18, 2 passing touchdowns for 170 yards. Give me 10 rushing yards, too.
Nice. I'll go 12 of 15 for 137 yards and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, give me one good scramble to turn the crowd up to.
Yeah. Vintage Shedeur.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over under 0.5 wrists up.
Under. It's
Yeah,
not time
under,
yet.
yeah.
It's not time yet.
If he runs in a touchdown, it's going up.
I mean,
Or he should do like or he starts to pull it out and
Yeah,
he's
then
like,
put it
nah,
away,
never,
put it
not
away,
right
yeah.
now.
He like
That would be elite.
He looks down.
yeah, just
shows
look
his
at it. Just
Maybe
goes-
later.
It's not time.
So ESPN ranked all 136 FBS teams and put them in the tiers ahead of the season. This is done by David Hale. What tier do you think Colorado's in? I'll tell you here. This is
How
a
many
long-
tiers are there?
I'm trying to learn right now. This is a long ass.
I think there's 18.
Frame it again for me. What's
There's
the
20.
20.
What is the criteria?
All 136 FBS teams ranked and put in the tiers.
This guy, he's on my list, so I already know. And there's 18 tiers,
20.
20 tiers.
The last tier is participation trophies.
Colorado is in tier 9.
Close. Just go straight to Colorado.
Sure.
Colorado's in tier 11,
Oh my God, that was my first instinct.
titled Potential Sleepers.
Okay.
There's 7 teams in this tier.
Wasn't he the guy who put us in like tier 13 of quarterback situations or something?
I think that might have been him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's a hater. Here's the teams Colorado are grouped in with: Cincinnati, Houston,
Oh, Lord.
North Carolina, Pittsburgh, Rutgers, and Virginia.
My God, man. All I needed to hear was the Big 12 teams. I knew he was on some BS, but that's where everyone is. That's where, media are putting Colorado as like 10th
Yep.
in the Big 12, right around Cincinnati and Houston.
And everybody's just putting Colorado and North Carolina in the same tier, as if
Not
Bill
not the
Belichick
same.
isn't in year 1 of doing this.
Yes.
Whereas Coach Prime is in year 3 of doing this.
Yes.
People are putting them in the same damn
Oh, yeah.
tier, which makes no sense to me.
They're treating losing Travis and Shedeur like a full-on roster beat.
Yes.
It's crazy.
That's exactly
We're
what's going
about
on.
90 days away from someone saying something along the lines of like, and Colorado's been really successful with the Bill Belichick method
Yes.
of running a program like an
Yes.
NFL. I swear that is going to happen.
No doubt.
The top tier, tier 1A, features only 2 teams.
Can I just go back to one blurb in here that I thought was
Yeah, go
crazy?
for it.
Colorado has topped 150 yards on design runs only once over the last 2 years.
We know.
74 design rush yards per game over the last 2 years. That's obviously got to change. It's going to change.
It will. The top tier, 2 teams, Ohio State and Texas. Tier 1B, Georgia, Oregon, Penn State. Tier 2, Bama, Clemson, Miami, Michigan, Notre Dame, LSU. Tier 3 is just all SEC teams. Tier 4, last year's playoff surprises, 4 teams. They put Arizona State, Boise State, Indiana, SMU all together. So Arizona State, the top-ranked Big 12 team in this. Next tier, tier 5, just teams that are hot in terms of recruiting and all that. Texas Tech and Utah are in that.
Utah's hot recruiting.
Utah's going to be good, bro.
What is that even? Why did so hot right now? Is he talking about recruiting?
I imagine if Texas Tech's in
I
there.
think he means like these are popular picks across the nation from talking heads like Jake and Scotty.
And then tier 6 is
I do like Illinois, and they're in that tier.
is the Big 12 is the new ACC Coastal tier, and that's Baylor, Iowa State, K-State, TCU. Georgia Tech is in tier 7, just below that, along with Kansas. Kansas, 4 tiers above Colorado.
They love that one Lance Leipold winning season.
Flying beneath the radar. I wonder why they're flying
They're
beneath
not,
the
though.
radar.
If everyone has them as like a sneaky team, they're not flying under
No.
the radar.
BYU's in tier 8. Tier 9 has no Big 12 teams. Tier 10, Nebraska and USC. That's 10A. 10B.
Had to sneak in one more tier before Colorado.
I think he
of
did that a
course.
couple of
He
times
did that
on
a
here.
lot, yes. So
Does he know that there was no limit on how many tiers he could have made? He could have just made 22 tiers.
For sure.
He could have, totally. But anyways, that's where David Hale thinks the Buffs stand right now.
What the hell is going on?
What the Haley? The Buffs got a big sponsorship today from a large American car manufacturer
Good for them.
for the indoor practice facility.
Good job, Jake.
Thank you.
Proud of you. Yeah, get that money.
Yep. Yeah, they've talked about doing this for the event center, potentially Folsom Field at some point. But it's clear what's going on. I mean,
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Folsom Field, naming rights.
Get that money. We are in a very transactional sport. We need it as much as we can. Look, you're never going to get me to stop calling it Folsom.
Thanks.
Mile high is mile high.
Yeah, mile high, still mile high, especially with that. Here's what I'll say. Don't put some lame ass company on there. Give me like an established, reputable company.
Like Toyota, even.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No one and credit to Empower, because no one had heard of them before they put their name on the stadium, and so they're probably actually getting their money's worth in that, in terms of people saying, "Hell is an Empower."
Cool name too, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I heard I can't remember who it was.
Also, no. Well, I can't say that right now. Never mind. Move on.
I heard a Broncos player refer to the stadium as Empower, and I was like, "Ooh, you gotta brush up on your knowledge, there, buddy."
Do they come from like Oregon with Bo Nix or something?
I want to say it was a new player because I
Okay,
think
yeah.
that's the only reason I'd be watching that presser. But yeah, it was interesting.
Oh, it was a player who called
Yes.
it that. Well, I understand that. They'll probably, if they called it Mile High, they would probably get a little birdie
Oh, really?
telling them like, "Hey, it's Empower. We need that money."
They do that in the
Oh
NFL?
yeah, they did
Really?
that to me.
No way.
Yeah, because I used to just call the training facility Dove Valley.
Right?
That's what it's always been to me. But they're like, it's at the time the UC Health Training Center. Can you please reflect that in your article? I was like, no.
Raising Cane's Field.
Ooh.
How about Illegal Pete's Stadium?
Absolutely.
Folsom Field at Illegal Pete's Stadium.
Hell yeah.
Monarch Money Field.
There you go. All right, let's draft.
Ooh, game time would be kind of fire.
Game time would be fire. Shout out Game Time.
Ferrari Field. Sheesh. Coach Prime do love him some Louis.
No, we've had Lambos though in the from the
You're
recruiting
right.
stuff.
You're
know?
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
So luxurious brand.
I would have to say so.
Did you know that the guy, I can't remember his actual name, the guy, Mr. Lamborghini, basically, the reason why he started, he was a tractor company first. And he was tired of buying Ferraris that kept breaking down. So he said, screw it, I'm making sports cars now.
Dang.
And that's how that started.
Sounds kind of like a myth, but
No, it's real. Lamborghini tractors are real. You can go look that up.
Wow.
Sick.
Boss move.
I'll take Lambeau Field. Just different spelling.
All right, let's go to the draft, Alyssa. So only 2 rounds. So make your. I think there's a clear one overall, right?
Is there?
I think so. If we're doing fantasy scoring,
Who's got the number 1 overall pick?
it's either me
No, it
or
ain't me.
No, we should do something fair.
I'm not tripping. Either y'all can have it. Y'all got to do something. Who gets it though?
I don't care.
Hold a number. Like
Yeah,
just
I'm
under-
thinking of a number right now. Y'all say
it's-
the
it-
number.
It's 1 or 2, or you could do one between 1 and 10.
Yeah, 1 and
closest
10.
to the pin.
Sure, yeah.
All
I'll
right.
count down from 3 already.
Yep.
Wait, we're gonna say it at the same time.
Yes.
All right.
And I have a number in mind. So
Okay.
the closer one to
Okay.
the number that I have in mind.
Okay.
1 to 10.
All right.
Counting down from 3.
Count it down then.
3, 2, 1.
2.
4.
It was 7.
Hey,
Dang, my
let's
first
go.
thought was 7, but then I was like, oh, Shedeur, number 2. All right, that gives me the 3rd pick and the 4th pick.
I'm
Yep.
taking Shedeur.
Yeah.
He's probably going to play the most out of all these guys, too.
Oh, now I got to root against him. All that matters is his fantasy
no,
score.
you don't, bro. Come on.
Oh, man.
He's going to play the most.
It's a good pick. Yeah.
That's why he's the clear number 1.
I like that pick, man.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he plays though.
I know.
He's
That's what I thought.
starting, and he's gonna play both sides of the ball.
That is true, but
So I'm gonna go with Travis Hunter, and I think he finds this weekend. He's gonna either find the end zone or get an interception, and it might be both.
we get to watch Travis play football again, bro.
I'm telling you right now, Travis Hunter this weekend, his first NFL preseason game, is either gonna score a touchdown or have an interception, or maybe both.
Just make sure I'm not missing anyone here. I will take Jimmy Horn Jr. and LeJontay Wester.
Smart.
Nice.
Who do you think does better of those two?
I picked Jimmy third for a reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you could see more playing time from LeJontay though, just in terms of depth charts.
Don't look into depth charts.
Not this early. I'm gonna go with Xavier Weaver. Weaver the receiver. Down there in
Nice.
Arizona with the Cardinals. I believe they play on Sunday.
Damn, taking a sophomore was a good call.
Actually, they play Saturday against the Kansas City Chiefs in Arizona, 6 o'clock Mountain Time. I think Zay, entering year 2, is going to ball out, man. I'm excited to
Same.
see him.
I'm taking Will Shepherd. I think he could get quite a bit of playing time. He's got to make the roster. I think he's going to be on the field a lot. And from what it sounds like at their family weekend last weekend, he was already making plays, scoring touchdowns. And I just believe in Will Shepherd. People need to put respect on that boy's name.
And obviously, the Packers have a lot of receivers, like a lot of young receivers. But I don't think that means that he can't make the roster or even crack the rotation there, because they just have a lot of dudes. And I think if somebody, showed that coaching staff, head coach Matt LaFleur, most importantly, that they are capable and they belong in this rotation, he's going to give them opportunities. Because there are a lot of dudes in that room last year who just got opportunities throughout the course of a season. And obviously we know injuries happen, particularly at that wide receiver position. So I think Will ended up in a good spot. And this weekend could be big for his future in the league.
Are the Ravens on NFL Network tonight?
Yeah, I believe they are.
Let's go.
To go real quick on Will Shepherd, though, too. This is technically his third NFL team of the summer, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time for him. Maybe it doesn't work out in Green Bay, but it's clear that NFL teams see something in him. And maybe it is Green Bay, but he's going to settle in somewhere, whether it's a practice squad or whatever, here pretty soon, it feels like. So,
Yep.
Yeah. Shiloh, I thought about him. I mean, he's been making plays too. I think I saw a
You
one-on-one.
thought about putting him on your fantasy team?
Yeah.
you need a pick six to get anything good out of that.
Hey, shit, that would be the actual pick. That would be the pick. But I mean, he's been balling. I saw a clip today of joint practices. Tampa Bay is practicing with the Tennessee Titans. Had a one-on-one rep with Chigga Kwonkwo, who is the Titans tight end one. He's been a good player the last couple of years in
He
the
is,
NFL.
man. Yep.
Kind of clamped him up a little bit. So Shiloh, man, that boy's gonna stick around, man.
All right, Jake, because you got the number 1 overall pick, your payment back to the game is that you have to add up the scores.
I'll do that.
Should be really easy.
Yeah, I'll do that. We'll have a
Standard
half
scoring?
PPR?
sure
All right.
half PPR. Just other than that, standard scoring. We'll have it on Monday,
Say less.
and then
Say less.
we can do it again next week too. We got 3 weeks of
Yes,
this,
totally.
so
Technically, we could decide if we want to keep our rosters or re-roll next week.
yeah, we could.
Hey,
See how things shake out.
through 12 cam practices, Travis has played 302 snaps on offense and 246 snaps on defense.
Just a machine.
And people swore up and down that, one, that the snap count thing just didn't matter, and two, that he just wouldn't be able to do that in the NFL. They swore up and down.
Travis, it's so funny when Travis was kind of talking about this in the pre-draft process, because I truly think that maybe there was 1% of him and he's maybe there is something I don't know about it. But 99% of him was I don't think that this is gonna change for me.
Why would it?
And honestly, I think it was 100, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can ever be like 100%. But he was just like, yeah, I don't know. Like, this is just what I do. I just play football. Like, I don't. It was just so funny.
There are a few other buffs also in the NFL, of course. LaVisca is on the Bills.
Yep.
CU football tweeted out Chidobe Awuzie and someone else who was oh gosh, who was it? Josh Tupou at the Colts. I think they're doing joint practices.
They're both on the Colts now.
No. LaVisca's on the. Or I'm sorry,
They're on the Bengals, right?
LaVisca's on the Bills.
Yes.
Tupou's on the Colts.
Oh, Tupou's on the Colts. Okay.
But I think it was Chidobe and Josh Tupou in the picture. So I think it's Ravens, Colts joint
Okay.
practices.
Yeah.
Of course, BJ Green, Cam Sumlin-Craig, Nate Landman, and Akella Witherspoon with the Rams. Shout out Derek McClendon with the Dolphins.
Landman is with the Rams.
Yeah,
When did he leave the Falcons?
I guess this offseason.
Okay.
I was watching something on Twitter last night, like some video of McVay talking up front of the team. It must have been one of the first videos because Devontae was like getting claps for being there, and they panned to Nate Landman. So Brady Russell with the Seahawks as well. Of course, Shiloh. Isaiah Oliver's still in the league. He's with the Jets. So there you go.
Good few of those guys who have done a great job keeping a job in the league.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Isaiah Oliver listed at safety now, too.
Interesting.
We got 10 minutes. Get your questions in now. The Buffs are back at practice today. They were off yesterday, so we'll see stuff later on. Tomorrow is media day. Tomorrow's a big day.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to hear from Coach Prime. We're going to hear from Juju and from Caden, and then it's media day. So we're going to get to talk to a bunch of different dudes on the team tomorrow. We'll see. We don't even know who we'll end up with yet, so we'll find that out.
Give us in the comments. We got 10 minutes here.
Yeah.
The most obscure player that you want to hear from, and we'll pick one of them if they're there and talk to them.
Yeah, we're going to have...
It's like we're obviously going to go after the big names.
Right.
Give us like a random one that you're like, if this guy's there, I'd love to hear from him.
I think we get the option of 35 or so players tomorrow.
Yeah.
So...
They don't always all show up.
Right. But
I'm looking forward to it. As y'all know, I missed it last year. I was out of the country during it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Just gallivanting through Europe.
is there anyone in particular you guys, other than the quarterbacks, of course, because they'll be on the podium, but anyone else on the team in particular you want to hear from?
I want to hear from, I guess offensively, I want to hear from Simeon Price. You know, I want to hear from maybe like a Hakeem Williams, a Sincere Brown. I definitely want to talk to JoJo for the first time. Those are the media guys offensively that came to mind for me.
Omarion for me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Love to talk to Omarion. I don't know. The media day guys are a little different because we already kind of know them, obviously.
Right,
but
right.
It'd be great to get DJ back, like Arden.
Yeah.
So
Arden's a good one.
Evans Demon mentioned Quincy Wiggins. That would be a good one, too.
That'd be
for
a great
sure.
one,
Who
yeah.
is the Shedeur Sanders of this defense vocally and...
Ben Finneseth.
Okay. Yeah. So
I think you're right.
I think
someone had to replace that energy on a day-in, day-out
Yeah.
basis.
They call him Shiloh and Wilo. That's what they call him.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, drop a name in the post-show comments about who you want us to see tomorrow, and we'll take a look after the show.
Cam Michael would be a good one, yeah.
Oh, Cam's a great one.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben would, yeah. I mean, that would be
Of
great.
course,
Looking
I mean,
forward
yeah.
to see Ben tomorrow for sure.
Ben might be the most popular day tomorrow,
Yeah,
not
for
named
real.
Jordan Seaton.
No, I swear.
I can't wait for his response to your video.
Oh, yeah. Same.
It's going to be a fun day. It's one of the best off-season days of the year, and personally my favorite media day of the year, too. So the Buffs are practicing tomorrow, too, so you'll get practice stuff then. Y'all got anything?
Football's back tonight, man. I'm excited to see LeJounte. Tomorrow's Shiloh Sanders, Deion Sanders day away from week 1. 21 days away tomorrow, which is crazy to think about. Yeah, man. It's hot as hell outside. I'm excited
It
to
is
see
hot as hell.
it cool down a little bit, bro. When are we, bro? You just can't be teasing all these additions you making at the crib for without giving us a date for this housewarming party, bro. I'm trying to see what's up.
We'll see. Maybe next weekend.
That'd be lit.
All right.
They had me dead in the chat. They were like, that boy got a Blackstone. That boy got an outside TV. That boy going crazy right now.
Love it.
Like, those things are cool.
But
Neither of them are particularly expensive.
I guess I've never been in the Blackstone business, so I guess I just assume I hear Blackstone, I assume a lot of money.
What would you guess?
I would guess like north of like probably like $500.
Okay. A little less.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
Which, like, I think is pretty on par with a grill.
Yeah, for sure.
I just don't have like an outside area. Like I've got a
No, yeah,
balcony.
and that's why I have all these things now.
Yeah.
Like, moved to a new place.
Yeah.
Got a balcony. I got, so I'm like, I want all the outdoor shit. Because I just, like, when I go home after work, I, like, grab some water, a Gatorade, or a beer, or a cocktail, and I just go straight outside.
Same.
Elite.
I just wish I could grill, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd be
I
nice.
feel like you could put a little grill out there on your little space.
Yeah, but like it gets iffy.
It does. But I
It
feel like
gets
if
a
you
little
really
iffy.
wanted to, you could. There are
Some
probably
people
people. I
have.
was gonna say there's
Some
probably people at
people
your
have.
building who
Yes.
probably do that. So
They have get a little propane like camping grill or
Yeah.
something, maybe. But like I want like
for sure.
you know what I mean? Like grilling's like my favorite part, low key, is when you put the charcoal in the chimney and you're just sitting outside for 30 minutes letting that thing
It's a
heat up.
vibe, man.
For sure.
Okay.
All right, Ivan. How many
Monarch
rushing
money, baby.
How many rushing yards do we expect the Buffs to average this coming season? So around 150 was like national average last year. 150 per game. Or median, I guess.
God, I would love to see, like, north of 175.
Be game changing.
Yeah.
Median for the Big 12 last year was 166.
So a little bit more than the national median, which makes sense.
What
Big
was
12
the
wins.
top of the conference?
248.
Oh.
UCF average. I mean, that was their offense. They were just
I
running
mean,
football.
they had no passing game.
248, which is kind of crazy.
RJ.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
Facts. I'm gonna say I think they crack 100, and that's why I'm gonna leave it at 105.
They're gonna get more than that. They're gonna get more than that.
What's your answer?
Around the national average from
okay.
last year, around
More
150.
Caden's got to have, like, more than 50 a game.
Totally. Like, I mean, I'm just being cautiously optimistic here, but there is
So am
a
I.
world
That's
where
what
like
that's what I'm doing.
they are one of the best like rushing teams in the country. They have one of the
You
biggest
said
offensive
105,
lines.
you said 125?
150-ish.
Okay, I'll say 165.
But they have one of the biggest offensive lines in
Yeah.
the country. They've
Massive.
got one of the best offensive linemen overall in the country. And from what Coach Prime and what we've been hearing about this running back room so far, like it's working.
Oh, yeah.
And Caden's breaking off big runs on options and stuff. Like, just saying. Nicholas, what helmet would you like to see come back?
I love the white helmets.
The Mel Tucker specials. The black ones with the gold, metallic
The
gold.
old Ralphie?
Old Ralphie, yep.
Yeah. I'm still partial to my first game, the TCU Cliff Branch game, when they had the stripe down the middle and the CU logo on the helmet. That was tough.
It did look really good. People don't like the CU without the buff, though.
Yeah, but like every now and then it's cool to see.
That's why I like the old Ralphie. I feel like the old Ralphie should just be more a part of things. Like
I agree.
that just old sports design where things were actually hand drawn is just so good. Now everything's AI.
Yeah. What's next, Alyssa? What's up, Kev? Ain't shit wrong with Dylan Gabriel. He's as injured as y'all are. The Browns just don't want him to start because he'll get exposed. They know deep down inside DG is not NFL ready. Free Shedeur.
Now, why would that make any sense? I think for some odd reason they actually have a lot of hope for Dylan Gabriel. But if they knew that he would get exposed, then what's the point of even having him around?
Yeah.
That was the question when the pick came in for me. Why? What's the point?
I agree. There's just certain, and hey, Dylan Gabriel could prove us all wrong, going to have a good NFL career. There's just certain players that you watch in college and you're just like, that's a college guy.
He spent 7 years in college, bro.
I remember, and I don't want to hate on this kid. Like, I don't personally have no hate towards him at all, or anybody that I don't know personally. But like, I remember being at the Heisman in New York and thinking, why is bro here?
Yes.
Why is bro a Heisman finalist? Let alone, an NFL quarterback. So, I just truly believe that this thing will all work itself out the way it should. And I think that's going to work out really well for Shedeur. And nothing good happens overnight. And especially when this story gets written the way it started to get written with the whole draft thing. This was not going to be a quick process, a quick rise to stardom for Shedeur at the NFL level. I just would advise everybody to be patient. There are some ugly things that have happened, and they're probably still going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
before week one, or before even maybe Shedeur makes a regular season start. There will be some other things that make you say, F this franchise. This franchise don't know what it's doing. And I'm probably going to have those moments too. I've already obviously had those moments. But I would just advise people to just be patient and know that Shedeur's going to play in the NFL for a long time. And I think one day we're going to look back at this thing and be like, you remember when the Browns were jerking Shedeur around?
I can only hope
before
that's
his
what we're
rookie
talking
season.
about.
And I think that's where we're going to end up one day.
We're headed to overtime. If you're watching on your television, head on over to DNVR.com where we'll finish the show. Next up is Don Peasy. He says,
Easy.
Unfortunately, I believe even if Shedeur Sanders threw for 500 yards, 5 touchdowns, Kevin the Salt and Pepper Stefanski won't give him first team looks.
I don't know. His job's on the line this year.
It is. Totally is.
And that's why he wants to start Joe Flacco, by the way, first and foremost. Because football coaches are just, they want what they know when their job's on the line.
Yeah.
It's why having a lame duck head coach is a really bad thing. Same thing happened with the Broncos and Vic Fangio. So if Shedeur goes out there and starts tearing shit up, like, he's incentivized to play him.
Yes.
To save his job. And not to mention that if there's like a, let's just say Shedeur starts the last 6 games of the season and like goes 4-2 and looks good. Like, there's a internal desire to like, oh, he's got something here. Let's let him keep it rolling.
Yep.
And I think I mentioned this last week too. I think I might have been at Jake. I don't know if it was on the show or off the show, but like there are 17 regular season games in this season, y'all. All it takes is one for Shedeur in this scenario. All it takes is one game, one start. It might not even be a start. It might be a injury to a Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying? And he's have to go in at halftime, and he does what we all know he's capable of doing. And at that point, ain't no putting him back on the bench.
Yeah.
And that's all it's going to take is that one day, that one game, that one break. And I would argue he's already gotten one break because he's starting a football game tomorrow.
Yes.
And he is going to make the most of that opportunity. Promise you.
Don Peasy says, great show, though. I think the Buffs will be in playoffs this season. Let's hope.
Peasy.
Probably get good odds on it.
Great odds.
Don Peasy says, how many sacks do you think this Buffs team gets?
What'd they get last year?
40. Although I saw someone tweet out 39. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, the Big 12 side has him at 39.
Yeah.
I'll
which
say
is a lot.
37.
It's so funny, too. Like, let's call it halfway through the season, we were like, this team isn't getting any sack
I know,
production.
yeah. What was it? Through the non-conference slate, they had 0 sacks?
I think so, yeah, dude. And it was a talking point.
Yeah.
Like, it's not great. And to end up with the most sacks in the conference by season's end. And I'll never forget BJ Green when he was asked about it during that dry spell. He was like, they come in bunches.
Mm-hmm.
We're on our way. And he was not lying.
That's what they all say. Von Miller used to say that too.
I would say they get the 30+ again, though.
I mean, Keaton Wade's the biggest example. He had 3 in his first game back.
Right.
Like, they kind of do come in bunches sometimes. Yeah. I'll say around the same thing, around 40-ish. Let's get to 40+ this year, for sure. Next one. From Miss Laura, Shedeur's story was always going to play out like a movie. He will overcome all of this, and it will make an even more legendary story. Get your popcorn. Facts. Thank you, Laura.
Shout out
You know we
Laura.
believe it.
All right. There you go. We'll be back tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Media
Hell yeah.
day. We're going to have so much on the show tomorrow. Coach Prime's talking, Julian and Caden, and then we'll see who we get.
And
All
we're
right.
and we're back at 3:30
We are
p.m.
back at 3:30
Mountain
tomorrow,
time
yes.
for the show.
So 3:30 p.m. Mountain tomorrow. We'll be live. It's going to be a good one. See you there. Skull Buffs.
Go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.